right, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It's still Rapid Dawn right here on Rapid TV, and my name is Martha Alu. You can call me Martha.
And of course, I am Victor RK.
Why were you waiting for me to say?
That's the cue, Martha. You know, the moment you say Martha Alu without the Martha, it is incomplete. So always complete it.
Hello, it's my name.
Yes, it's your name, but you can also be called Martha.
But you can also call me Binta today anyways. That works
Binta. Of course, thank you to Emmanuel and Eva for the sports update. And of course, it's the weekend. So for all of you out there who loves to watch the game of football, ensure that you step out to just enjoy the game. And don't forget to bond with friends and family this Friday. Of course, it's the holiday season too, talking about today being the public holiday.
And I usually will say something on my socials. I'm like, if you're observing public holidays today, I don't like you. And they're like, why don't you? Because I get to be at work and you guys get to be at home. But I mean, that means more concentration. That means more viewers. That means more people getting to see what we do. So right. I hope you're having a good time, you know, just resting today. Now, today is Eid Maulud celebration.
Right.
I might not be calling it rightly, but of course that's why we have someone here to do that for us.
Truly.
Hi, Kamal. Good morning.
Hello, Martha. Hello, Victor.
Good morning.
You joined the train of Martha.
I mean, it's your most popular name.
Thank you.
People don't know you as Martha Alu, I imagine.
Right.
I kid to my brother, Victor.
Oh, my brother.
Oh, solidarity now. I see what you guys are doing. But anyways, let's talk about Eid Maulud. What's it about? Is it Maulud or Maulid?
Maulud. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's actually a celebration of the birth of the Prophet.
Okay.
However, it's not generally accepted by all of the Muslims all around the globe.
Okay.
Widely because, according to some Muslims, Islam should be preserved as much as possible to ensure that there aren't innovations added to the entire Islamic faith, and as such they frown against anything that wasn't done during the time of the Prophet. It was narrated that the Prophet never celebrated the Maulud, his birthday, and as such why innovate? That's the argument of some sects. However, there are quite a number of sects who believe in it and feel like there's a reason to commemorate the birth of the Prophet, given the kind of life he lived and the inspiration that he is to the religion, and it's faithful. Others would say that it's better we just leave it as it is. Anybody who celebrates it, and it's an avenue to remember the teachings and basically, everything the Prophet stood for. However, while I said it's globally celebrated, it's most celebrated in some countries actually. Countries like Pakistan, Egypt, in Turkey, in some part of South Asia, even in West Africa, there are countries that celebrate it loudly. Even here in Nigeria, there are certain sects, people from the Sunni tradition who practice this particular Maulud celebration. So you wouldn't be surprised to see some people out there celebrating as best as you could, but you'd find out that most Muslims are relaxed with it, unlike the Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha that is generally accepted by all Muslim faiths. This one actually, you would see some kind of variation in celebration. If I could add, maybe the characteristics of this celebration just include recitation of the Quran. You'd see people marching en masse and reciting chants and also celebrating. Some might even share meals and exchange greetings with one another. However, just as I mentioned, it's quite relaxed. The stance generally you would see out there, unlike the Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha.
So you're trying to say now that they don't share ram meat,
no meat,
and they don't share rice.
If it will save me from giving Martha and Victor my right on it, yes. Some faithfuls actually that believe in it will. So I would ask you to find your
them. Tell me what's there.
The address.
I don't know. You have to find out.
No, but you said there are different sects
actually. So you'd find there's the Izala, there's the Tariqa, there are the Sunnis, and the Sunnis are the ones you'd see basically on the road chanting and all of that, because they believe in all of this. Are the people you'd find out there
doing this?
Yeah,
the Sunnis.
The Sunnis most especially.
So you look at the character of the Prophet.
Yeah.
Some of the things we see that he has integrity, he has great character, good morals.
Yeah.
Looking at Nigerian Muslims as well, in what practical ways can the Nigerian Muslims emulate his character to also imbibe it into the society at large?
Indeed. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is actually an exemplary character. Among the few characters you'd find the things that you have mentioned: trustworthiness, integrity, humility, accountability, respect for everyone as it comes, religious tolerance. These are values that made him stand out and made him admired throughout generations and basically across traditions. And you would agree with me that these characters actually help propagate the religion and basically make it generally admired, if I might put it that way. Because if you tolerate and respect the religion of another person, despite it not being your religion, it would go as far as ensuring that there's unity and peace within the country. One might argue that that's not the order of the day generally in a country such as ours that have diverse religions and all of that. So I will encourage Muslim faithfuls to definitely imbibe such like honesty as well, so people can easily relate with one another. You don't need to doubt someone's integrity when dealing with him. It makes things a lot easier. And yeah, this is really they are exemplary characters that people can definitely imbibe and ensure that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Islamic religion generally. Now, you've talked about the character of Muhammad and how you think that everyone should be like and what is required of all of them. I understand that in Christendom also there are different denominations, so I'm just understanding also that in Islam there are also denominations. But what is the central message between all of these sects?
Okay, so the central message is peace, unity, basically ensuring that you incorporate every aspect of the 5 pillars of Islam. That also includes worship, basically fasting during the month of Ramadan, Hajj, ensuring that there's just general unity and peace and relate with one another as respectfully as you could. And that's the central message of Islam. Everybody you see practicing that way is actually practicing the real Islam. Contrary to that, I beg to differ. I don't know what they are
practicing. All right. I think we have gotten enough of the explanation of Eid Maulud.
Surely.
I got it right. I think we've gotten a bit of the explanation of Eid Maulud. Let's just have you give a message to your Islam brothers and sisters out there.
All right. I would like to say Eid Maulud to each and every faithful celebrating Eid Maulud today. And I would like it to be a practical example of why we are Muslims. Just as I have highlighted before, it doesn't have to be Eid Maulud before we remember and practice the exemplary character. Or you should mark your calendars for Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha for me.
You know the beautiful thing? We have it on record.
Oh, we do have it on record.
We do have it on record. Thank you so much, Kamal Sultan Abdulaziz, for joining us on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. And now we're going to head out for some music break. What is Friday without music? I mean, absolutely nothing. Let's go out for that music break. When we get back, we have another guest who will be joining us in the studio. Please keep it locked in.
the men and women shaping the future of Nigeria. Get to know your representatives at the National Assembly. From lawmaking to constituency projects, we'll take you behind the scenes and inside the chambers of the Nigerian National Assembly. Learn about the bills they are championing, the challenges they are facing, and the impacts they are making in their constituencies. We'll also bring you closer to the people they are serving and the stories that shape their work. Join us on NAS Watch every Friday on Rapid Television at 7 p.m. So get informed, get engaged, and get to know the leaders shaping Nigeria's future.
From the soil beneath our feet to the tables across the world, agriculture is the heartbeat of Nigeria's future. Yet challenges persist: limited finance, outdated methods, policy gaps, and untapped opportunities. The Green Line is here to change that. A groundbreaking weekly television feature that connects policy with practice, farmers with markets, and innovation with impact. We dig deep into the full agricultural value chain, from land preparation to mechanization, financing, food preservation, exports, and beyond. The Green Line isn't just a show, it's a national development platform. Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. only on Rapid TV, Star Times Channel 176, and online at www.rbnradiotv.com.
From the heart of Africa, where dreams are born and passion is boundless, a new wave of talent rises. In La Liga, these extraordinary athletes are not just playing the game, they're transforming it.
Danny Rodriguez, the man chasing, it's Lamine Yamal! What a magnificent goal that is!
They shine on the world stage. Watch as they redefine football, inspire millions, and make history. La Liga, where dreams become reality.
In the heart of Central Africa, a voice once rose, bold, fearless, and unyielding. That voice belonged to Patrice Emery Lumumba, the first Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo, a man who dared to dream of a free and self-governing African nation. Lumumba stood for sovereignty, for dignity, for a Congo where the people control their own land, their own wealth, and their own destiny, free from the chokehold of colonial powers. But for that vision, he paid the ultimate price. Just months after independence in 1960, Lumumba was overthrown, arrested, and handed over to enemies backed by foreign interests. He was brutally tortured, murdered, and dismembered, his body dissolved in acid in an attempt to erase his legacy, his existence. For over 60 years, nothing of him remained except a single gold-crowned tooth stolen as a trophy. That tooth, symbolic of a stolen future, was only returned to Congo in 2022. They tried to silence him, but today Patrice Lumumba's voice echoes louder than ever. His dream lives on, not just in Congo, but in every African who dares to speak truth, demand justice, and fight for the future shaped by its own hands. All right, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It's still Rapid Done right here on Rapid TV, and my name is Martha Alu.
And of course, I am Victor Ake.
You know I was not going to add it, so I love the fact that you just picked it up from there.
No troubles. Let me just let this one slide for now.
Anyways, guys, we're gradually winding it down because, of course, it's the weekend. And, of course, you know, every single Friday, what we try to do is ensure that we ease the mood to make it easier for you to get into the weekend.
Right.
And we just concluded with Sultan Kamal Abdulaziz, and he told us about Eid Maulud. And right now, we have someone seated right here in the studio, more like a fashionista, right? Right. We've got Favor Omebije. He is a dynamic theater artist, a dancer and a choreographer known for blending movement and storytelling into evocative performances. With a passion from both classical and contemporary forms, he has crafted a unique style that draws on various dance traditions, including ballet.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ballet!
Yes.
Wow! Modern dance and physical theater. Good morning to you,
Good
Favor.
morning. Thank you.
How are you doing this morning?
Very good, very good. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. This is a very stylish look. Tell us, how did you put that together?
Yeah, so, you know, you have to mix a bit of African with contemporary.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I love fashion and I love mixing up things. So that's why I came up with this. Yeah, just have a touch of African in it. Just to represent the country and, you know, your roots, where you come from.
Definitely. So the mixing up is not just all about your craft. Even in your dressing, you get to mix up a lot of stuff.
Yes. Amazing. Always.
Also.
You already saw my reaction to ballet. And
Yeah.
a man dancing, an African man dancing ballet.
Yes, so it might be strange or, you know, very strange for you, but, you know, if you want to be able to express certain things in your dance, you should be able to embrace almost all the styles so that you can mix them up.
Okay.
So I started a journey of ballet not so long ago. I didn't like it, you know. I didn't like it. I thought ballet was feminine.
Okay.
Yeah. But, you know, understanding the dance more, I realized that it's not. It isn't. It's ballet. You even need to be very strong to be able to achieve that style. So I engaged in it, started learning it. Yeah.
Should we clear the tables?
No.
So when you create your dance, your movement, what comes first? What comes first through your creative process? Is it the movement? Is it the story? You know, what are the things that comes first?
Okay, so it depends on what I want to achieve. Sometimes I just move, but other times we're being very specific to know that this is story we want to tell.
Okay.
Yes. So usually I boil down to wanting to tell a specific story. Yeah. Something that can be able to reach the hearts of people, change the minds of people, transform the society.
Yeah.
So usually it's the storytelling.
Okay.
All right. Tell us about your early journey in theater and dance. Funny enough, I studied theater and media art, so you guys. But
You're doing media art.
what I chose media.
You chose media.
You know, what inspired you to this path?
Okay, so it's funny. I never wanted to do theater arts.
Law,
yeah, law.
It's a very common thing.
Law, but
So they gave you theater art.
no, they didn't give me
Okay.
theater.
Okay, they didn't.
So I chose to now fill in theater along the line when I found out law was in the annex.
Okay.
Congo annex.
Yeah, between.
I never wanted to go there. I said it's impossible. It's impossible. So I switched to theater art. I filled the form of theater art. Although by that time I was already dancing. Yeah.
Okay.
But not professionally.
Okay.
So when I filled the form of theater and got into theater, I knew that this was where I was supposed to be.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I just made the right decision. Yeah.
That's funny because most of the people who study theater and media arts that I know never wanted to study it, like myself. Like I tried 3 times, I couldn't escape it. So I just picked an arm of it that was very comfortable for me. But yes, your work is known for blending ballet, modern dance, and physical theater. How do you develop this unique fusion? Because again, it's not very conventional to see men dance ballet, and that's why you get that reaction all the time. Yeah. So how do you blend in all 3?
Okay, so I don't just do ballet, right? What I do, like you said, is that I blend. So I take elements, I take things that I want to use to tell my story.
Yeah.
So if it's a ballet move that would tell that story best, I infuse it. So I don't do a piece that is all ballet from beginning to end. No, not at all. I just get some few elements and mix them up with other dance styles, animation, and other dance styles, fuse them together to just bring out the perfect fit for the story.
And how does Nigerian traditions, also affect or inspire your dance?
You can never deny your roots.
Truly.
You can never deny where you're from, and that the environment you are in affects and it has a way of influencing us. So if you see some of the dance style that has come up from Africa, the Afrocentric kinds of dance, it tells stories. So if you see Lagosian dancing, you can see palpably the situation that they go through in their society. So it affects us because the story that you're trying to tell is from your own background. It's from home. So that's the styles and the dances you're going to do will definitely tell the story of that environment.
Let's talk achievement a little bit. In this part of the world, I'm wondering how your parents got to allow you go and dance as a career. Where there are various. In fact, you left law and chose to go do theater art. So now looking at it right now, let's talk about achievement. What have you achieved thus far? From dancing.
So I've been able to have cross-cultural relationship with different countries. From their embassies and down to even Nigeria, travel around to be able to practice what we do. And we have been able to work with various institutions, not just academic, but even in the economic space and all that. So one thing that this gives us the privilege to do is to be able to be in every space. Every space.
The flexibility.
Yes, because we are telling the stories of everything that we come across. If the economy is going bad, we live in it. So we are able to profile something that will bring us into that space. If it's the government, we had NSAS and the rest, we are able to still tell our stories that bring us here to be able to advocate for a better living. So we've been, for us, it has been God's grace, we've been able to go cut across different aspects of our country and even the nations at large.
So it's safe to say that dance is paying off?
Yes.
Because I was going to ask that, because, not many people think about earning from dance. But what is the business aspect of dance that people don't get to see and people don't talk about?
Okay, so it's to offer value. No, now what dancers get a bit wrong sometimes is that it's their passion. I want to dance, but you should be able to use this passion to be able to solve a problem. You should use this passion to be able to provide solutions to the community and to the society. Right now, you don't just dance and just think the income will come just like that. No, but right now, because we have social media, you can be able to benefit just from leveraging on the internet. It's there. You can be able to benefit by preferring fitness and dance classes. So there are different aspects. You can go into the educational sector where you teach people behavioral change through dance. So there are different means. It's not like it used to be before. It used to be harder, more difficult. People will tell you don't go into dance because you won't amount to anything.
That's one no one.
Yes, and usually you see a track record of people who have been doing this, and there's really nothing to write home about. But right now, there's the world is changing, and art is being embraced. People see that now. Art can be a source and a channel that can bring people together, can unite a whole nation. So do you know that people from, let's say, China or Korea right now, let me use Korea since it's one of the leading cross-cultural engagements we're having right now. that they come in so that people can have a fusion of their own culture with ours.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So you see Nigerians dancing to Korean kinds of songs and dance. And in return, they too learn about our own culture. Yeah. So you see that it has given us that privilege to be able to mix up things.
Wow. Okay. Let me ask, what is the most challenging experience you've had throughout your journey? But for theater, I can say, I'm sorry, you're going to be lost on this one, but yes, for theater, I know that one of the basic things they teach you is discipline.
Yes.
Discipline of time, discipline of literally discipline in every form. But one of the most challenging things I would have experienced, or I experienced at that time, was the fact that I didn't like dance. It was like, what am I doing? This is not, I shouldn't be doing that. It's something that was out of my, personal life or what have you. So that was the major challenge I faced. And then coming into the social world, interpretation of theater is just immediately you need to start acting movies and all of that, until I started to learn that there are diverse forms of practicing theater and media art. So for you, what were the basic challenges you faced from the theoretical aspect and then actually applying it into your personal life?
So I think studying theater, you can testify that it's really a cumbersome. It's a lot of work because it needs your physical, mental, and everything that it takes for you to be there. Absolutely. At the same time, it needs all that in 100%.
Absolutely.
So for me, the theory aspect was, having to know these theories and bring them to life. You can be in a space in terms of education whereby theories are being taught, but right now for us, those theories, you need to practicalize them. You need to bring them out. So, wanting to fuse all those theories together was a bit difficult, because theories depict times and specific cultures, right? For you to be able to infuse them into your own present time, it was a bit challenging, but thankfully, where I came from, they were strong on the theories and you backing up what you did physically from the theory. So it gave us that privilege to be able
practicals,
to... you have to. So if you learn Stanislavski method acting, you should be able to do it physically. So when you do a production, what theory did you use? Stanislavski. But why are we saying,
Sorry.
I'm just
in the lectures now.
Sorry, it's so good to be having this conversation with someone that literally understands.
That's a theater term. So we are not seeing it. We are seeing poor theater. We are seeing something different. So you have to be able to back that. Right. So when you learn the theory, you need to know it, and then you need to be able to do it too. So those transitions were a bit difficult, but it was possible.
I've actually been to lots of theater, right? Because Mata has been on me, and I've seen lots of TSPNs perform on stage, and it's beautiful. I think I rather stay and watch practical presentations than the cinemas. For me, that's how much I love it. But looking at some of the things you've done so far, and earlier on you talked about some of the constraints, saying that it's no longer as difficult as it used to be. But we see you have some young people that are finding it difficult to thrive or even get into the space of art or dance, music as it is. What would be your advice to them? How can they find their footing and have a smooth sail into that industry?
Well, first of all, is to master your art, master your craft. Being that you are in this space, and the art is vast, there are a lot of things you can do. So where do you want to focus on, first of all? And what aspect, what industry, what part of it? And so, for example, if you're a dancer and your niche you want your niche to be, let's say, fitness. You should be able to now trail that part and know how to get there. There are different people that are apex. They are in their apex. In that aspect. Follow them. There are other people who are theater-based, performance-based. What they are called traveling artists. They travel around the globe doing different pieces. So you should be able to identify these people, trail them. Right? So first of all is identify my goals as an artist, do it as a young artist. Where do I want to fit in? What is my vision? What do I want to do in the long run? So once you are able to identify it, who are the people doing this? When you identify them, follow suit.
Okay.
Train. You know, if you don't train and build yourself to that point where when you do the work, people identify that this person knows what he's doing and is useful for this project, it will be hard for you to get into that space. But once you're consistent, putting out your videos out there, the doors will open. Yes, and go for auditions too.
Okay.
Yeah, go for auditions.
There's something about the theater, again, that I always will say, if you're not able to build your confidence while you were practicing that in school, you'll never be able to have it anymore. Because that's where you can get like instant feedback. You do a production and people have to critique your production.
You have to sit down.
You have to sit down and listen to people tell you the way you were moving, it wasn't like that. So now, let's take it to the practical world. Have you ever had an audience feedback that greatly affected you while you were performing or after your performance?
So it was an indirect feedback, and it was as a class. So we did a production. I'm talking about this. Some people that know this story can relate. We did a production where largely it was male characters that were supposed to play. But what the director did was that he then used female characters for the male characters. And then at the end of the production, when we did the dress and technical rehearsal, someone stood up, an authority there stood up and asked all the men to stand up. Yes, they are men. So why are we having women play men roles? So it was a bit confusing to the whole audience and to us, because something political probably played out that the men could not play the roles. So that was just it. Aside that, we've been trained that every feedback you get from your audience, your lecturers, or whoever, is geared towards making you better. It's not personal. It's not personal. Aside that, we've been trained to do
even though people take it really personal. You know? When you critique their performance, they're waiting for you. They critique you. So it's always like a back and forth between both parties. And it's so funny that I had a similar experience. I played the role of a man. Jesus. I had the long beards and everything. But I think this whole thing it started from the theater. But let me ask, would you prefer performing on screens than on stage?
Honestly, I'll prefer stage.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure. I'll prefer stage. There's the magic of the moment for stage. But I know film gives you a lot of explorations that you can explore different aspects. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Film is beautiful, but there's that energy that comes from stage. So I will prefer stage. But I don't despise
screen.
No, I love it. I love it. Especially when I look at the works of really great people. I really love it. But I would choose
stage anytime.
But even looking at the stage right now, it is not as widely accepted as the screen is. What can be done to ensure that more people even get to watch stage performances and then get to accept it even
I think
better?
it's awareness and then a campaign for people to come and watch a stage performance. Believe me, if you watch our stage performance, you are going to be the person that will be asking us when next time we have the next.
I do love it.
Yes,
I do love it.
So I think people have not really been exposed to stage. There's a beautiful magical experience you get from stage. You are right, it's right before you. So if more people are able to experience this and see the beauty and the investment that can be made in stage, I think they will accept it more. I think so.
Right, it's so amazing to see someone who uses the terminologies that are very familiar. With this guy cannot relate. But anyways, thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you so much.
All right, if you're just joining us, we have been hanging out with Favor Omebije. He is a theater artist and a dancer as well. I had a swell time having this conversation, both conversations actually today, and I think it's time to close out.
Oh yes, it is. We need to get ourselves ready for the Owambe today. You get have some bundles I want to give to Martha today.
Victor is obsessed with how he looks this morning.
It's not obsession.
You're obsessed.
Am I obsessed?
He's obsessed with how he looks this morning, but it's excusable.
Don't I look good?
He looks good.
Good, you're welcome.
But anyways, guys, this is where we get to wrap it up for the entire week. And let us remind you that across social media platforms, you can rewatch all of the episodes we had from Monday to Friday on YouTube at Official Rappy TV. We also are active across social media platforms. I'm talking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is now X, and on TikTok as well, even though Cynthia says we're not dancing all the time. We're active on TikTok as well at Rappy TV. And one more thing, you can catch us live on every single program we have here on TV from anywhere in the world where you are. And this is the point where Victor says, do not watch and drive us. It's at www.rbnradiotv.com. My name is Martha Alu. You can call me Martha.
And I am Victor. Okay, see you next week.